Good morning, JT. I would like to thank you so much for being here with me today. I know you're a busy man, and I appreciate you doing this interview with me. And I'm hoping that I actually get to ask you a question you haven't been asked before. The one that I am, and maybe my listeners are interested in knowing is, you are from Canada. I knew you grew up there and you decided as a young man to move to the United States and ultimately get your citizenship and begin your real estate career. Where did you move first and how old were you?
I moved at the age of 24 and I was living in Canada, Toronto, and I left, I remember, with pickup truck and $974. So
Wow.
that's kind of where I moved. And I moved to Chicago, and because I'd met somebody on who came up on vacation, when because I had was working for a tour company that lived rides, and everyone's always more successful on vacation than they are in real life. So so that's kind of what happened. So
That certainly is true. And that being said, and now that you have indeed created such a successful career, and I realize you continue to say through your coaching that how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I realize that honesty, integrity, and hard work with discipline are the people that you choose to do business with. Was there a turning point in your life where this became number one for you in
no,
order
I
to do
think I,
business?
I think it's how I was coached, right? So I don't know if I hadn't been coached, I'd have that same value system. So I was coached on how to do that. So, I think that's a very important part of the process. This is the way you need to be, and this is how the world works. I think the world definitely doesn't work like that today, which is why most people don't succeed. But you make a very good point. I mean, I think it's all about having the right foundation. No different than kids, right? The kids are not given the
Correct.
right foundation, they're not going to be. As entrepreneurs, nobody's born an entrepreneur. We're like, oh, what a cute little entrepreneurial baby. Like, it's not. It's it just we are. Entrepreneurs are made.
Thank you. And that being said, I know that you have a hobby of being a cellophile. And I know you are in a movie with Elizabeth Hurley and Bruce Willis yet to be released.
The
You,
Bruce Willis one is released. The Elizabeth Hurley one, I think it's next year, mid
oh,
next
that's
year.
exciting.
And then I have one that came out with Black Noise. So that I think that came out. So
And you've interviewed many celebrities. Who was the first one that you interviewed either on your radio show or
George
on your
Ross, George Ross. I'll never forget that. You know what I mean?
How
Uh,
did you get him?
pardon me? You know
How
what? It
did
was
you
just
approach that?
persistence. Like, I showed up at Trump Towers, and I think I think it kind of went to Trump Tower, and I met him and then built a relationship with him, and take it from there. So I think it was like one of those things where you just kind of went for it.
That's pretty exciting and interesting. Now, I can say there are many people that are listening that maybe don't have the same confidence in success. What advice would you give them to continue on
Well,
as
I
an
think here's the thing too. You never lose in life until you quit. Like you don't quit. You do whatever it takes. You succeed. You know what I mean? And that's why, you've made great things happen. And I think that's the difference between success and failure, right? So
it sure is. And I would say another question that I have, what is the smartest decision, maybe besides for being here with me, that you've done in business?
first of all, I think it was getting a coach. Moving to America, obviously, to do. I mean, I was born in Canada, but America made me. And I think it's just this idea of going for it, you know what I mean? And like you know what I mean? Like, I'm very busy. It's 6 a.m. in the morning here. But I said, you know what? I need to be on this I need to be on this this show, and I need to be on your show because of the loyalty you've shown. You're in America, but you also came to Red Bull Racing with me, and that was an experience of a
Yeah,
lifetime. So
it
we've
sure
experienced a lot of things.
was.
Correct.
It sure was. You make it very easy for people to network with billionaires and millionaires and make their dreams come true if they put a little effort into it. And I do appreciate the coaching that you do. You're now the #1 business coach in the world, with businesses all over the world and clients all over the world. And I'd like to know what keeps you using your time, your energy, and your money to continue doing this, because you really don't need to do it to be more successful. You're a self-made multi millionaire on your way to being a billionaire. What keeps you going?
I think this, like, don't do your best, do whatever it takes, just same way that why we're doing this early in the morning, because we're not quitters and you just never know what's going to happen. And you never lose in life again until you quit. So you got to go for it. You got to push through. And business is a game for me. Money's how you keep score. I couldn't care less about money. I care about impact. And I care just continue being better and better and better every single day.
I think those are very good answers, and I think the audience can always learn something more from you, like I do, with the coaching that you do all the time. And I do not only thank you for being here, but hopefully in the future, maybe I can get you to come back and answer some more questions for
Anytime.
me
It's a
once.
great show. There's a lot of people listening here. You're amazing. It'd be my pleasure. You did a fantastic job as usual.
Thank
And you definitely
you.
know
And
your
I will
stuff. So
say the show is called Have You Been Mesmerized? And I think I got a little mesmerized from
you
you.
could have called it the ABC podcast, and I still would have done it because of you. So it didn't matter what you call it too. So I came here because of you, not because of the name or anything like that too. So especially at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Thank you so very much for taking
Thank
your time
Honor
to
to be
be
on
here.
your show today.
I'm really glad that you were here, and I can't wait to talk again to you.
We definitely will.
Okay.